Hi, good afternoon. Hi, this is my first time, so I want you to bear with me on how this is going to go. Going to try my best to make sure you have the best. So, come with me. This is Super Bowl commercial. Go to Power BI and you say get data. You go to it's a CSV file. So we're going to go with a CSV file. Connect. We're going to choose it. Remember, I told you I already downloaded it, so just go where you downloaded it to, and just open up the file. So the library is very good for you to open. Sorry. So this is uh, this is the this you just I always advise to just transform the data to make sure it's okay. So when you go to transform data, it promotes the first line, the first row to header. So it promotes that. It's already done that for you. So we're good now. It looks good. So we're just load into. So usually when I come to a page like this, I like to start off with a slicer. So I go to slicer. I look at the slicer, like start off with here. You can either drag and put into the box, the slider box, or you can uh, drag it to this place, or to drag it into field. So I'll do it again this way. So those are the two ways you could do. So when we come here, because so I like to this is a I want to change the slider, the way the slider appears. So I can come here and do it. I can change it if I don't want. This is in between. This is numbers is going to give you in between. I prefer drop down because it makes the file lighter. So I take that. I can edit it, but because of this, I don't want to waste time. So I copy and paste and drag down. You just Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So we'll come here and look at other things we can check. So I'll be looking at this. So we can look at the celebrities because maybe you want to see a particular celebrity. You want to see if it has celebrity or not. So you can just put that. So we could do so we'll copy, paste, post this, put in our brand. So let's go to card. Now I want to start getting KPIs. We'll go to card. What's the first thing we want to check? The first thing I'll check here is number of brands. I want to know the number of brands we have. So when you put that there, to show you it might show you the first um, the first word on it. That's not what we want. We want to count this thing. So you just click on count this thing to just give you the number of brands they have. So when you get the number of brands, so what I do is I double click on this and change this. I'll say count off. I just like the name shorter. So we go to format your data, your visual. Go to call out number. I want to reduce this to the size of the font to 25. Then I'll change the font type. I prefer this. You can also change the color and all of that. So go to category label. I reduce the size. I change the font type. So I copy, paste, Control V, Control C, Control V. So I'll go back again. I say I want to know the estimated cost, the total estimated cost. So that's the sum of estimated costs. So I'll go here. It's already in sum, which is what I want. So, but the problem with this is that this is actually in millions. So this is about 1,028 something million. So what I'll do, I don't want. So to change this, I wouldn't like it to be in thousands. So I'll have to change. I don't want any value attached to it. So I'll say none. So it just gives me the total number. So I will copy again and paste, then I'll drag. So I want to know the average estimated cost of each advert done over the years. So to do that, I'll take out that and I'll go to estimated cost. I just click down on the arrow and say average estimated cost. Remember I told you this is in millions. So I just still I double click and change the name to average estimated cost. So what else would I like to get? Let me just look at the image and reference. So we want the average TV viewers over the years. So we copy again, we paste. We want to get the average number of TV viewers. So we'll put that there. This is sum of TV viewers. Also want is the average. So you change that to average. So this is I think this is in thousands too. We have to reference the dictionary to know what exactly it's in. So we change the name to get a shorter name. So we'll copy again and paste. You can just once you already copied something before, you can just say uh, paste. So what else do we want to find? We want to find the average number of YouTube likes or YouTube views. To get the average number of YouTube views, so we just go here, click YouTube views. It gives us a sum of YouTube views. Click on that, say average number of YouTube views, and it gives you that. You just double click on it, average number of YouTube views. This is per year. You change. You have to make sure you can press enter when you finish doing that, so it enters the. Another thing we might want to get is average length of time. So we this time I just say Ctrl V because we have that before, copied before. So average length of time. So we say average length of time. This shows us the sum. You click its average length of time is about 44.46 44 minutes 60 seconds for the average length of time. So what I'll do is this: I highlight all of this. I want to format it. You go to format. I want the distance between each card to be the same. So I just say align, distribute horizontally. I click on that. It just does it automatically for me. And if I want, if anyone is higher or lower, and I want all of them to be on the same height, I say align to top, and I just do that, and it aligns. It does the work for me. So the next thing we want to look for is want to check the changes over time. So we'll say we take here, we'll say we'll put it in the x-axis. We'll put estimated cost. We want to know how they've been spending. Is the cost going higher by year or going lower by year? So this is what it's showing us, that it's going it's actually increasing by year, but when it got to 2016, it came down lower, and then it went high again, and it went down again in 2020. Remember, this file is from, if you want to see all the years, so you just go down and click. So this is from 2000 to 2021. So I don't think the 2021 information is complete, hence this drop. Or it might be as well, so I don't know. So we want to do that by um, the length of the advert over the years. So we'll click on this length of adverts, put it in secondary. So you can go to format your visual. Would like to take out the title of um of the x and the y axis. So just take that title out. So we can change the colors. We can add value on it. So we can come to line. We can change the type of line. We can make it dotted line. We can make it solid line. So I'll leave it a solid line. We can change the color. Um, the length of time I would like it to be less visible or in the background, and I would like to use red as in the image. So you go to more colors, you just choose red. Okay. So nothing I like to put like to on the data label. This just shows you the points, different points in the data that you can highlight. So I like to do that. Nothing I like to do, I like my background. I like my background to be transparent. So this will be transparent. You won't know that it's transparent yet until we get to other things. So this is we want to change the title. So this is if you want to change the title, instead of going there to change your name, the title, you go to general, you go to formats, visualization format, title, and we'll change it here. We'll say like to say estimated costs and lengths by year. So we could also put that, and we can also change the font size. So if we want to put the dots, we could also do that to put a marker on each area. So you see that once you just turn that on, different areas come out. You can also reduce where you don't want, if you don't want all the data to show. You can just also turn off some of them. So another thing we need to find now. This is where we use our DAX. So we want to. want to find out the brands and want to know which of them used funny, patriotic, danger animals in their in their adverts. So we use metrics. So on the column, so on the rows, we put the brands. So on the columns, before we go to the columns, each we have to make a DAX to understand it. So I'm going to show you the easiest, quickest format to get this. You don't have to know so much. You don't have to cram so much DAX. You just use the easiest format that has already been provided to you. So what I like to do is I go to quick measures. So I go to quick measures. I go. I want to filter value. So I go to filter value. So base value. I want to know the brands that use animals. So I take animals, I drop it here. So that's the count of animals. I want to filter. So what you want to filter, you want to filter because we have two. Remember, this is true or false answer. So I want to know the ones that are true. So I go out animal, I drag it here, and I select. So is it true or is it false? I want true. All the ones that are true, and I just click that, and it just does does the math for me, so I don't even have to type so much DAX. If you come here, you will see that it has created a DAX for you. This is the easiest way to get your calculations. I know this is one of the problems that people face. So this helps you. This cuts down most of the problem for you, like up to 30%, if I'm not over exaggerating. So we come here, we do the same for celebrity. We want to know the one that we had celebrity or not. So you have to also do that. Say true. So I want to know the count. So we'll go to, you can click that and it brings that for you. Say danger, count of danger. We do the same danger. So I'm just showing you different ways of getting the same results. Is this Power BI is very flexible. So add that. So I want to know which of them use sex in their adverts. So go to filter. So whenever when each result, as it's creating the results, you'll be seeing the DAX here. It's showing the DAX, and it's also um, bringing the number to to your adding it to the column so I can see the number. So we have another. Um, so have we done for funny? We've not done for funny, so we'll do for funny now. So we're looking for the one that is true, that use funny in the advert. So that has gone. So what else are we looking for? We've done danger, um, animal. Next one we can check is patriotic. So I think that's about it. So you just close that in that way. So we go back and highlight this. We now start loading this into that visual. You put it in value. So I would like to reduce because the length is too long. I like to reduce just say use animal. I just change the name so that it's just short and easy to read so that I can see other part of uh I don't want to use so much page. I just say use animal, use celebrity, you say use or used, use danger, count of funny. I say use just make the sentence consistent, used funny, used patriotic, used sex. So this shows us which of the companies how they use different attributes to in their adverts. So I'd like to extend over to this side a bit. So another thing I would like to know is the estimated cost for each company, how the estimated cost. So I'll just put that in. Remember I said this was a million. So well another thing we'd like to check is the average cost of so we change that to average estimated cost and average length of the adverts. So we'll come here and click that down button again. So average cost of the adverts, and then we'll say length. Well, this is the length of the video, so we just put it here. So we're not using sum. We're saying average length of video. So remember, I like to change the name so that it will not be. It should just be compact. So make sure we label each so that somebody can understand what we're saying. So we go to format visual. We can change the style of the visual. This is I like to try minimal, which turns out good. It came out clean. I like that clean look. You just zoom out. So nothing we could do is the column. We can change the text type on this visual. We can use different formats to get the same thing. So okay, so you click. So when it comes to I like to um you go to format your visual. It says cell element, use patriotic, you turn it on. So you just choose the color. I prefer red, and for the minimum I prefer as light as possible in the same color shade. So I would prefer to start from let me start from use animal so that I can alternate it. So I would like to start off with red. So in the next one, which is use celebrity, I turn it on. I go to this FX. which is like in the image I used like kind of like this color, and I used it's not contrasting so just like okay, so this is this visual. So the next one we're going to check um we're going to check we want to see the top 10 um brands by the number of adverts by year. So we're going to do that. We'll go to clustered bar charts. We'll align it. So put year on that on the x axis and put brand on the y axis. This shows us the companies by year. So what? So we want to want the top companies. We can say we want to see the first five companies. We can say we want to see, but I'm going to just for this for the sake of this, I'm going to use the same. mm, I'm going to just show all of them so that we can all see that. So go on. Say want to use red as in the want to, would like to use this one. I would like to use a lighter shade of red. So this is the whole thing, and we can add more if we wanted. We can add more, or we could just say we want to see the top five brands. So to see the top five brands, we'll go to brands here on the filter. We'll say we'll click on this basic filter. So it's top N. We say top five. Top five by what? By um we can say top five by estimated costs if we wanted to. We can say top five by maybe by celebrity or different this you can pick from, but this one we're going to go by the estimated cost, and uh we can also see we say apply. We can also see we can also add more details to the visual to show we can add more details to it to show the. So remember this, we have to change this NFL to red too, so that it's in sync. We'll go to visuals, we'll go to bar, and we'll click on this and make it as light as possible because it's slower. And we can change this to be a little more redder and to this too. So we could filter this by any category we want to. We can check, can filter by funny and the rest of them. Um, we can also check the business tax and use that to filter. So the next thing, we want to see the trends over the year. To see the trends, we go to, we can just take this if we're feeling lazy. So we'll copy and paste. So we just bring it down. So we'll change it to line charts. Remember, this is supposed to be as visible as readable as possible. So, and you try to make it as readable as possible. So, so we can also do that. We can sort by the highest number. We can really do anything we want to this visual, to just alternate it a little bit in the way we want to see it. So I would like to make this a little. So we can just raise this higher if we wanted to. That's how the easiest way I can move that. Just highlight everything and move it. So we can change the name of this to trend by year. Highlight everything, say type trend by year. So for the year, so you can go to format to visual. Say you can use that to show all the. So this is the average length of time continues to increase. I don't think in the one I did I put average length of time, but this just shows you. I think we could take that off. So because we already have that. So we'll click on that to take off the year and take that off to take the year. I just put a shadow. If you don't want to see that, you can just shift this. So we'll eliminate that white space behind. So uh, with this, we could just put in our image. So to put in image, just go to insert image. I already downloaded some images previously, so I can say view by large icons. I like this too. Usually, just it's just one at a time that it comes in. So you just put that. I just put that here. So this is where you can, if you want, you can make format this to make sure that the space in between them are equal. So you go to format, align, distributes vertically, and then it does that. So and then I go to the name text box. I type it, say Super Bowl. So we highlight. We increase the text size. Also looks cool. So so you just drag this. When the arrow comes, you drag it to where you want it to be. So another thing we could add is the line beneath. We say insert shapes. So line. Move that line higher. So we change the shape. We can change it to we can curve the edges and all of that. So go to say this is a rectangle I want. It fills it up for me. I reduce it to the size I want it to be, and then I change the color. I can also add shadow to it. I can um I can change the color and style. Make it red. That's not as red as person. I can put shadows. Just then I can add more images if I want to. So basically, this is almost set. Just a little more things. I need to format this, take it higher. I can also add shadows to it at the same time. I can also add shadow to this. General effects shadow. And what I like to do is I select everything. I go to view. I just lock everything. So when I come here, like when somebody comes here without my permission, person can just move anything that I don't want, or I can mistakenly move it. And then when I unlock, I now can move things. So I'll be end of this. So just go to file, export to PDF, and you wait in a few seconds. It opens it up for you. And that's it. You save it and screenshots and upload wherever you want to. Thank you.